Good afternoon. Today we're building the love letters, SKU number 40867, 345 pieces in total, ages 8 and up. Now I bought this set for Valentine's Day for my girlfriend and we've already assembled the set previously, so there's not going to be an actual unboxing experience. And the paper packs have already been opened, so all of the bricks will just be laid out on the table. And with that, let's jump right into it. First things first, as usual, let's take a quick look at the box. So front and center, we have the love letters themselves with some nice blue stands upon which they stand/chill. And then we have the nice red building blocks upon which sit the pink decorations, ornamentations, plus the gorgeous variety of flowers. The letter V is a heart highlighted on the side of the box. And then there is an alternative build. This is no Creator 3-in-1 or Creator 2-in-1 set for that matter, but you can rearrange the letter and there is a mini sub pack, and if you add the contents of that sub pack on the top of the letter U, I believe, you can also create I love you from the letters, which is a very nice touch. So same set of bricks, and you can either do I love you or you can do LOVE, love. So with that, as said, the box has already been opened. So I'm still going to give you guys a quick peek into the contents of the box. And as said, there is a pack number 5. If you want to build the I love you, this is needed, but we're not going to need that today because we're going to do the love, LOVE letters. So with that, once again, quick peek into the contents of the box. And as usual, we have our instruction manuals. I'm just gonna lay that on top. And I'm gonna lay out the bricks on the table, trying to be gentle and trying to make sure that I don't drop or lose any of the bricks. So, love letters, SKU number 40867, going in. Oops. Wow. Wow. Box emptiness confirmed. I'm just gonna spread out the bricks for better viewability for you guys. Trying to make sure that you can see everything that I can see for an optimal viewing experience. And also to make sure that I'm able to locate the bricks, because this was spread out in 4 paper packs, so 4 sub packs, which made the location of the bricks easier. But I also like these kinds of builds when we have everything laid out. It's usually the case when I've already built something with my girlfriend, so I just disassemble it and put everything back in the box and then shoot a video thereof. And actually, let me show you why not. Oops. A similar build was Dobby from the Harry Potter series. I'm just gonna put back in his hands the book with the socks that have made him free. And it was the same case with Dobby. We've already assembled him with my girlfriend, and I just put back the bricks in the box, and I redid the build. And again, lots more bricks on the table, so it's a nice little challenge. It's a nice joy to try to locate the bricks. Sometimes it might take a bit longer, but we take our time on this channel. There's no rush, there's no edits or cuts, so that's fine. So I'm just gonna put Dobby back. To his place. Give me a sec. Okay, that should be fine. And with that, love letters going in. We have the usual marketing information on the first 2 pages of the booklet, lego.com/sustainable packaging information, and then the Builder app promotion as well. So, this is where we were supposed to open pack number 1, which we've already done. So let's jump right into it. Step number 1. And we start with 2 of these 2x2 plates. A nice red color as well. Atop of each other. Nice cozy fit. And then to the upper right corner, we're going to add a 1x1 brick. Same red color with the hook attachment. Right there. Like so. Perfect. And next to that, we're going to add a 1x2 brick with 2 vertical studs attached. Like so. For step 4, it's time for our first mini sub-build, highlighted with the usual yellow rectangular area. And we're going to join together 2 2x2 plates, like so, and we're going to add those atop of our build. Perfect. Next up, we add 2 more of the 1x2 bricks with the vertical studs to the left and also to the right. And we keep on layering our build. Once again, we join 2 of these 2x2 plates, a red color, and it goes on top of our build. And then we keep repeating the pattern, so 2 1x2 bricks, same red color, vertical studs attached on the side. Oops, that's not it. That's it. Perfect. No, sorry, I almost made the mistake, see? So the front, oh, and it was the same situation there. I have to go back 2 steps. So here as well, the front brick is a 1x2 with the vertical studs, but then the back brick is just a regular 1x2 with no vertical studs attached. Lucky thing I caught it now and not later. So I'm going to remove that as well. So again, instead of the brick in my left hand, we're going to use the brick in my right hand. Perfect. Next up, we keep repeating the pattern, the cycle. 2 2x2 red plates atop of each other, like so. And then, once again, to the front we add a 1x2 with the vertical studs. And to the back we add a regular 1x2 red brick. And finally, we top things off with this baby pink, this light pink 2x2 tile. Tile as in no studs attached atop. The top surface is completely smooth. And then to the side we add this 2x6 plate, red color as well. Let me check the orientation. No, sorry, a 2x8. See, it's easy to mix things up with so many bricks on the table, and I almost messed up again. So in my left hand is the 2x8, and then in my right hand is the 2x6. So that almost confused me. So we're going to apply that plate to the front of our build, like so. Perfect. And as usual, at the bottom of the booklet, we have the progress bar. And right now, we're at around 15% of the entire build. Let me just grab a quick sip of lemon water this time around. And we're going to continue by attaching together two 2x4 red plates. And then atop we add, to the right side on the back, a 1x2 red brick. And then to its left, a 1x2 red brick as well, but with an attachment piece. Quite a unique brick if you ask me. Like so. And to the front, we fill up the remainder of our surface of our area with two of these 1x2 red bricks with the vertical studs attached. Like so. And we're going to cover that frontal piece with this 2x4 red plate. Like so. For step 16, we're going to cover the top with this nice looking 2x4 baby pink tile. Perfect. And it's time to join the two parts together, thus creating the letter L with a hopefully satisfying click. Trying to give you guys a good angle too. Let me confirm the orientation though. That should be it, okay. Nice. And there you have the letter L. Beautiful. So we start adding the vegetation, the decoration, the ornamentation. So to the top we add a 2x2 green circle. Then we add two green dots. Dot number 1 and dot number 2. Then we have, and we have to pay attention because we have lots of shades of pinks. Maybe not 50 shades of pinks, but see, look, light pink or baby pink, the medium pink, then dark pink as well. So, and it's not that it matters that much, but I like to build exactly like it's displayed in the book. So I'm going to try my best to follow the instructions to a T. So here we need the lightest pink first. So I'm going to add a pink flower and then a white flower, and then one more green 2x2 circle, underneath a green dot and a white flower, green dot, white flower, next to those a green dot, underneath a medium pink flower, and then a green dot once again. After that we have a green dot and a light pink flower, as well as a 2x2 green circle, and finally a light pink flower and a dark pink flower next to each other, like so. For step 20, we're going to add some flowers, some vegetation, some bigger flowers with this sub-build highlighted with the usual yellow rectangular area. So we're going to join together the white flower petals and the light yellow flower bulb 3 times. So that's 1, and that is number 2. And finally, white flower with yellow bulb number 3. And we're going to add those atop of our green circles 1 time, 2 times, and finally 3 times. Perfect. We're also going to add some green flower bulbs 3 times and some nice roses as well. Let me just show you first before the application for better viewability. I mean, look at those. Look at the detail. Look at the nice contrast. And we're going to add those 5 times in total. So I'm going to start with light green flower, pink rose, and then light green flower, push that in fully, light green flower, and finally 1 more pink rose. Look at that. And it's time to build the stand. The blue stand, we're going to start with this 1x4 blue brick with the vertical studs, and atop we attach a 1x4 blue plate, and then 2 of these blue triangles. It's a nice, it's not a deep, it's not a dark blue, it's a refreshing blue, but it's not light either. It's a very nice balance of depth and intensity and lightness at the same time. And we have a mini sub-build for the bottom of the stand, starting with this 1x2 plate, and then we add 2 of these 1x2 sloped bricks, like so. Perfect. And then we join those 2 parts together, push the studs in. Perfect. And it's time to attach the stand with the letter L. Trying to centralize the location. Trying also to give you guys a good angle. Oops. Nice. I'm just checking if the positioning is correct. But it should be. Look at that. We have some nice contrasts of the reds, the pinks, and the blues. And once again, the bricks in this build are, nothing extraordinary. They are frequently occurring bricks. But the outcome and the detail with the flowers and the vegetation and the color variety therein is just amazing. And that was the letter L. Let's go. I'm just going to place that on the side. I'm just going to sip a sip of Kinley Pink Aromatic Berry. It's a non-alcoholic beverage from Coca-Cola, for those who don't know. It's nice and refreshing. Amazing. One more sip. Nice. So with that, let's start building the letter O. And we start with this unique brick. Kind of looks like a boat. The base would be a 2x4 plate. And then we have these 2 triangles on the side. Actually, I have an extra brick, an extra plate on the top. just going to remove that. See? We're going to re-add that later probably, but still, for the real building experience, I'm going to remove it first. And we start filling in this boat with this 2x4 red plate, like so. And then to the back, we keep on filling in our structure with 2 of these 1x2 bricks. It's a classic brick also. Same red color. And then to the front we add their cousins. Same 1x2 brick, but with 2 vertical studs attached to the front, like so. And we fill in the 2 sides as well by stacking 2 of these 1x2 plates atop of each other 2 times. So that's one to the right. And then we perform the same to the left. Same nice red color. Perfect. To the middle we apply this 2x2 baby pink tile, like so. And then it's time for a mini sub-build for step 28, and we're going to do that 2 times. So let's start. 2x2 plate, red color atop of each other, and then to the back we add a 1x2 red brick, and then to the front its cousin, same brick but with the vertical studs on the side. Atop we apply, once again, 2 2x2 plates of the red color. Push that in, and we perform the same application once again. So 1x2 with the vertical studs, and then 1x2 with no studs. And I find it kind of meditative to add bricks in a recurring fashion in a circular pattern. It's kind of meditative for me at least. So we're going to do that one more time. So joining together 2 2x2 plates, red in color. Then to the back we add this 1x2 brick, and then its cousin with the 2 studs on the side to the front. Then we have 2 additional 2x2 plates, same red color, and to the top the 1x2 brick, red color, and its cousin, the 1x2 brick with the vertical studs. Perfect. So we're going to add those pillars to the 2 sides of our OG build. One to the left and one to the right, like so. And to the top we add 2 special bricks. To the sides we add this 1x2 grill brick. Same red color once again. And I'm looking for its twin. It's right there. So one to the left as well. And then one of my all-time favorite bricks. I say it a lot in my videos, but I just love the 1x2 oval. It's a humble, frequently occurring, cozy and nice looking brick. Very versatile in its use. And for me, I just love the shape and the vibe of this brick. And we have 2 of them right now. One to the left and one to the right. So the letter O is forming up nicely. Next up, we're gonna complete the top of our letter O, starting with this 2x6 plate. And to the middle we add a 1x2 red brick and its cousin to the other side with the vertical studs, like so. And we hug around those bricks with two of these sloped 2x2 bricks. 45 degree sloped 2x2 bricks to be specific. And then we cover up the top studs with this 2x4 baby pink tile. And now we can join that with the rest of the letter O. Push that in. Nice. Perfect. So we flip around our build and we add to the two sides two 2x6 plates. One to the right. Oops, there's some dust remains on there. And then one to the left. Perfect. And to the top and the bottom, we fill up the remainder of our space, and look at that. We have this letter L, or this letter V, or this heart-shaped brick. One to the top right. And we have three more of those coming. One to the top left. And then for the third, one to the bottom left. And finally, if we're able to locate it, we're also going to apply one to the bottom right. Right there. Perfect. And it's time for the best part. It's time to start applying the vegetation. So we're going to start with this green 2x2 circle, and above we add light pink flower and a white flower, and then a green dot and a dark pink flower, one more green dot to the top left, then another green circle 2x2, then from top to bottom a white flower, a light pink flower, a dark pink flower, and another white pink flower. And to the right we add a medium pink flower and then two green dots. Perfect. For step 34, we fill up the remainder of our space, and let's start from the left. So we apply two green dots underneath the big green circle. Then we have a white flower, and a light pink flower next to each other, and underneath a dark pink flower as well. Perfect. Then comes a big green circle 2x2 with the vertical stud. At the corner we have a light pink flower, a green dot, and a white flower, and finally another 2x2 green circle with a vertical stud. Nice. Let me just sip a quick sip of lemon water. Refreshing. So we build with the next sub-build part, highlighted with the usual yellow rectangular area, 4 more of these white flowers with the light yellow core or bulb. So that's 1, and that is 2. And number 3, and finally number 4. Perfect. And we add those atop of our green circles 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. Perfect. And finally, we add the green and the pink flowers atop of the green dots. Starting from the top left, green flower, push that in. Pink flower, nice. Then pink flower to the left, green bulb to the right, then green flower to the bottom right, and finally, next to each other, to the bottom we add the pink flower, and at the top we add the green bulb. Perfect. And it's time to build the second stand. Same stand, I believe. 1x4 brick with the vertical studs. Atop, a 1x4 plate of the same nice, refreshing blue color. Then 2 of these 1x2 blue triangles, like so. And finally, we built the base of the stand, 1x2 blue plate, joined by 2 1x2 sloped bricks. And it's time to join those 2 together. Push that in. Nice. And attach the letter O thereon. Like so. Letter O done. Look at that. Low. 50% there. Gorgeous looking build though. I'm just gonna put those on the side. Let me just sip a quick sip of Kenley Pink Aromatic Berry going in. And it's time for step 38. And this is going to be a special one. We're going to build the letter V / the heart. Starting with this 6x6 plate, red in color. And to the upper corner we add this minty green 1x1 circle. And then to the 2 bottom edges, 1x2 bricks, red in color, like so. And the next part we're going to do 2 times, starting with this unique brick. It's a semicircle with a 1x2 plate cutout, very unique. And to its edge we add 2 of these quarter circle bricks with 2 studs at the 2 ends. Unique bricks as well. Nice rounded off shapes. And to the center we add, look, a 4x4 white circle brick with the pinhole at the center. I know I say it a lot, but very unique brick as well. And then to the top, we close our sandwich with the twin of the OG brick, the semicircle with the 1x2 cutout, and we'll fill in the middle portion with an actual 1x2 brick, like so. And we're gonna do that one more time. And I'm just gonna rearrange our bricks a bit, pull them in, make them a, oops, just dropped a black dot. So made the bricks a bit more central for better viewability for you guys and easier access for me. So we start with the semicircle with the 1x2 cutout. At the top we add the quarter circles to hug around the base brick, the base plate, gently like so. And we fill in the middle with this. Kind of looks like a birthday cake. I might call it that. The birthday cake brick. Like so. And we close our sandwich with the semicircle with the 1x2 cutout. And we'll fill in the space with an actual 1x2 like so. And it's time to add those. Look. Those are going to be the top of our heart, one to the right, and then one to the left. Look at that. Beautiful. As you can see, we're at around 46% of our build. So to the middle of the heart we add this unique structure, starting with this mini brick, this rounded off 1x1 mini brick with 2 studs attached. And we add 1 black dot to the vertical stud. And then another black dot to the top stud. And we're going to add that mini sub build highlighted with the usual yellow rectangular area to the middle brick, middle stud of the heart. Look. Like so. And I really like these details when you know something is going to get covered up, yet it's there. So we have this nice minty green brick, this rounded off, this circular brick on the top. And then we have, I'm not even sure what it is functionally, but we have this blackish, creamy-ish mini structure within the heart. And we're not going to see it, we're going to cover it up for sure. But still it's there, and it has a nice little touch, a nice little spice, a nice set of detail therein. So that's super fun. Okay, so we're going to add another dot to the bottom here, a black dot once again. Oh, okay. Interesting. And it's time for the next mini sub build. And we start with this brown, chocolatey brown cross-shaped rod. And we're gonna push through with that, this 1x1 brick with the pinhole at the center. Push that in fully. We're also gonna add this 1x1 brick with the cross-shaped hole. A very unique brick, if you ask me. And we're going to add that structure. Oh, look. We're going to add those to the 2 remaining free studs at the middle part of the heart. Like so. Oops. Nice. Nice. We're also gonna close off the 2 sides of the heart with this unique brick. Kind of looks like a whistle. An interesting brick with the door handle thereon. we're gonna add that to the left. It's gonna be like the heart. The heart can open up on both sides, which is a nice little kind of metaphorical detail. A heart that opens up, but that can also close back. And same thing goes to the other side. A heart that opens up and that closes up as well. Nice detail. For step 45, we close our sandwich with another 6x6 last peek into the contents of the heart for you guys. And close the sandwich with this 6x6 plate. Like so. Nice. Structural integrity complete. And it's time for the fun meditative part. The decoration. Starting with a green circle to the two sides. A light pink flower and a green dot, and then a row of flowers and vegetation. Wow. First a dark pink, then two medium pinks, then a green dot, then another medium pink, and finally a light pink flower, like so. To the other side, I'm also going to go from the edge, from the upper left edge, dark pink flower, white flower, then a green circle. Next to those we have a medium pink flower and a green dot. Then a green circle 2x2 with the vertical stud. Underneath a green dot, and then from top to bottom a white flower, a light pink flower, a dark pink flower, and a light pink flower, and finally a medium pink flower. Perfect. It's time for the next rows of flowers. This time around we're going to start from the bottom left with the 2x2 circle, green in color, central stud, and then from top to bottom a green dot, a medium pink flower, a dark pink flower, and a white flower, and then to top to bottom two light pink flowers, a green dot, and finally a dark pink flower. Perfect. We're also going to add one more 2x2 green circle, as well as a green dot and a white flower. Perfect. And finally, from top to bottom, we add three rows remaining. Light pink flower. I'm trying to differentiate between the medium and the dark pink flowers. They're very close in the manual. Medium pink flower, white flower, and finally another medium pink flower. And then to the two last remaining rows, starting at the bottom, green dot, twin of green dot, bigger cousin, the green circle 2 by 2, and finally dark pink flower and white flower, like so. Next we add 4 of these. I called them roses before, but they might be lotuses or something else entirely. And what's interesting is the joining part has a different clicking logic, and it's unfortunate that tactile sensation cannot go through videos, because joining these flowers is a completely different tactile sensation compared to the usual clicking together of studs. But with that, we're going to add big flower number 1, big flower number 2, big flower number 3, and finally big flower number 4. Perfect. Then we have 6 of the bigger white flowers with the yellow core or the yellow bulb. That's number 1. Oops. That is number 2. And then flower number 3. Flower number 4. Flower number 5. And finally, a big white flower, yellow core, number 6. Perfect. And we're going to add those to the 2 by 2 green circles with the central studs. 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. Oops. 4 times, 5 times, and 6 times. And finally, it's time to add the green flower bulbs 5 times to the 5 remaining green dots. Push them in fully. That's number 1 and number 2, number 3, number 4, and finally green bulb number 5. Perfect. As usual, it's time to build the blue base, the recurring blue base. And it's going to be minimally different this time around, because we're going to need to join the heart, which doesn't have a solid or a flat base, but rather this cross-shaped attachment there too. But before that, let me just grab a quick sip of lemon water. And also a sip of pink aromatic berry Kinley. And with that, 1 by 2 blue brick with the cross-shaped hole. Atop the 1 by 4 blue plate. Then we fill up the remaining space underneath with 2 classic, the OG brick, the 1 by 1 brick. And it's a frequently occurring brick, but it's the first time in this set. So I always appreciate when that pops up. At the top we add the 2 1 by 2 triangles. Same nice blue color. And then it's time to create the base. 1x2 plate, and then two 1x2 sloped bricks atop. Finally, it's time to join those two together. And then push in the cross-shaped rod of the heart, like so. Nice. Letter V/heart done. Look at that. Amazing. Nice. So 75% done. Now it's time for step 54, and it's time to start to build the letter E, the final letter. And we're going to start by joining together two 2x6 plates, same red color. Atop we add a 1x6 brick, red as well. And to the front we add three 1x2 bricks with the vertical studs attached, like so. And we keep on layering our build, starting with this pink 2x4 tile. And it's time for another sub build. We start by joining two 2x2 plates, and then to the back, to the front we add a 1x2 with the vertical studs, and to the back a 1x2 with no studs. We're going to attach that on top of the base of our E, like so. For step 59, we're going to build the medium horizontal part of the E. Classic 2x4 plate atop, a 2x2 plate underneath, another 2x2 plate, and then to the front we add this letter L brick with the vertical studs attached, and behind that a 1x2 brick, 1x2 plate to be specific. And finally, we cover the right side up with this 2x2 baby pink tile. Perfect. And we add that to the existing build, like so. Perfect. For step 60, we have a 1x2 with the vertical studs, and behind that a regular 1x2 red brick. And finally we're going to build the top of our E. We join together two 2x6 red plates. To the back we add a 1x6 brick, same red color. And to the front, three 1x2 bricks with the vertical studs attached, like so. Perfect. And finally, we add three 2x2 tiles, baby pink color, to the top. And we add that mini sub-build, thus completing the base structure of our letter E, like so. Let me just grab another sip of Kinley. We're going to layer our build with two 1x8 plates, on the vertical part of the E, and then two 2x4 plates as well. To the top horizontal part of the E, and also to the bottom, like so. And it's time to start the decoration. It's time for the best part once again. Starting from the right, 2x2 green circle, green dot, white flower, 2x2 green circle, light pink flower, and green dot. Perfect. Going from top to bottom, white flower, medium pink flower, 2x2 circle, and then light pink flower, green dot, white flower, dark pink flower, and light pink flower. And finally, from left to right, 2x2 circle with the vertical stud, and then light pink flower, green dot, white flower. Into the middle we add the light pink flower and the final green dot. Perfect. For step 66, we create the bigger white flowers with the light yellow core. 4 times this time around. That's number 1. And that is number 2. And flower number 3. And finally, flower number 4. And we add those to the 2x2 green circles of central stud 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and 4 times. Next up, we add the bigger pink flowers and the green flower bulbs. Pink flower number 1, pink flower number 2, and pink flower number 3. And then 4 of the green bulbs. Green bulb number 1, green bulb number 2, green bulb number 3, and green bulb number 4. Amazing. It's time to build the last base of this nice, refreshing blue color 1x4 brick with the vertical studs. 1x4 plate atop, then the 2 blue triangles. And it's time for the final mini sub build. A 1x2 blue plate, and then 2 1x2 sloped bricks. And we join those 2 together, push the studs in fully. And finally, it's time to add the letter E to its rightful place, upon which it can stand/chill. Wow, look at that. We have some flowers, some extras, some dots, some vegetation remaining as usual. These are extra pieces. that are going to go back into the box. Let's take a quick tour, a quick look at the final product. Wow, oh, 2 more extras. Look at that. And see, so this is pack number 5, which we're not going to use. And with pack number 5, you can build some extras here with which you can build the I Love You. But we're not going to do that today. See, I love you as well. But we're going to stick with love this time around. Oops, one more big rose or big pink flower remaining. And there we have it. Love. L-O-V-E, love. Look at that. I'm not going to be able to hold it fully in my hands. Well, maybe like this. Amazing. What a nice, refreshing build this was. Wow. 365 pieces, I believe, or bricks. Something along those lines. Let me check real quick to confirm. 345, sorry, not 365. But such a nice outcome. And I think we're going to keep this on display because it's just such a nice, cozy build. It was a perfect little Valentine's Day gift as well. Let's just go through the letters one by one. Why not? Letter L, blue stand, red base and structure, pink top, and then amazing flowers and vegetation. That's the letter L. Then you have the letter O, blue base, red structure, baby pink top, and wonderful vegetation thereon. Then, maybe the most special part of this build, the letter V, or the heart as well. It's a multi-dimensional build. It's got 2 identities, the letter V and the L as well. Blue base, red structure, and then the gorgeous flowers atop. Wow. And finally, the cozy letter E. Blue base, red structure, pink top, and beautiful flowers up front and center. E, V, O, L. There you have it. The love letters. SKU number 40867. Amazing. Love. Love, love, love. As usual, I'm rating this build, this set, on a scale of 10. And on a scale of 10, I'm rating set number 40867, the love letters set, a 9.7 out of 10. 9.7. Very fun, relatively easy to do, joyful little build that I highly recommend to everyone. And not just for couples, for singles, for everyone. Amazing. And a very nice display as well. Very refreshing to look at, spring-like, lifelike, gorgeous colors. And overall, cozy and nice outcome, love. Sometimes the simplest things are the best things. And it was such a joy to do the repeating, recurring meditative parts, you know, putting on those flowers, stacking the red bricks atop of each other. I really enjoy those simple builds as well. It really helps me relax and be in the present moment. Love letters, 9.7 out of 10. Amazing. Try it out. Buy it if that's your thing. So, with that, love letters, SKU number 40867, 9.7 out of 10. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I will catch you in the next video. And I wish you a very nice day. Goodbye.